In January this year, Chinese actor Wang Xing thought he was heading to Thailand for an acting opportunity. Instead, he was lured by a scam group, kidnapped, and taken across the border to a notorious scam compound in Myanmar. What followed was a revelation that shocked the world. Social media posts exposed the compound's involvement in telecom fraud, human trafficking, and organ trafficking. According to an insider, the Chinese Communist Party is behind these scam groups. On February 12th, Malaysia's International Humanitarian Organization, MHO, and dozens of victims' family members held a protest in front of the Thai embassy, urging the Thai government to rescue Malaysian citizens who were victims of these scams. The Thai embassy accepted their petition. MHO stated that their information shows over 99% of these scams groups are run by Chinese nationals, with Chinese people scamming fellow Chinese and even people worldwide. Andrew Fu, MHO's public relations representative for the Chinese Malaysian community, said only the CCP has the power to stop these groups. The organization also pointed out that Thailand has become a transit hub for human trafficking. These victims are trafficked through border areas into Myanmar and Laos. Currently, there are at least 70 scam compounds in southern Myanmar. MHO called on Thailand to strengthen border controls, cut off water and power supplies to these scam compounds, and work with ASEAN countries to combat human trafficking. According to Thai media reports, Liu Zhongyi, China's Vice Minister of Public Security, told Thai officials during a meeting in Bangkok on January 27th that there are 36 large telecom scam groups operated by Chinese nationals in Myawaddy, employing more than 100,000 people in fraudulent activities. Among these is the KK compound in Myawaddy, a key area of China's Belt and Road Initiative. The KK compound is one of Myanmar's most notorious scam hubs, known to have heavily armed guards. It is linked to not only to telecom fraud but also to torture, gang rape, murders, and even organ harvesting. The KK compound is near Thailand's Moe River, just a 12-minute drive from Thailand's Mae Sot Airport. The compound has over 20,000 people. In 2017, with the support of China's Belt and Road policy, Duan Zhenli from Sichuan and 5 individuals from Fujian established and began operating the site. Mr. Duan Zhenli, now 61 years old, is the Myanmar's representative of the World Chinese Association and has ties to Chinese National Security Services. According to Chinese media reports, the KK compound officially launched in 2018. By June 2019, Ning Zhizhe, then Vice Chairman of China's National Development and Reform Commission, said at a China-Myanmar Economic Corridor Forum that the KK compound's development would create more opportunities for cooperation between the two countries. Investors in the KK compound include Northern Heavy Industry Group, China Metallurgical Group, Xi'an's Construction Group, China Real Estate Group, and China Unicom, which built the telecommunications infrastructure. This follows a typical model of Belt and Road Initiative projects. In April 2019, the CCP's state-run media outlet Global Times published an article titled "Listening to Chinese Entrepreneurs Tell Stories of the Belt and Road Initiative, Building a Special Zone in Myanmar's Barren Land." The article praised Duan Zhenli, the founder of the KK compound, one of the scam hubs in Myawaddy. The article has since been deleted. By November 2020, the Chinese embassy in Myanmar held a promotional event for the KK compound, showcasing its investment environment and growth potential. The idea of a Chinese ambassador promoting the KK compound is hard to imagine. Radio Free Asia, citing insiders, reported that Duan Zhenli is not just overseeing the KK's compound. He is connected in many scam compounds, essentially serving as the CCP's high-level representative in Myanmar. According to insiders, Duan Zhenli is the CCP's point man in Myanmar with ties to the Ministry of State Security. The investor behind the Myawaddy compounds are all Chinese state-owned enterprises, according to Li Tenchong, who has lived in Myanmar for many years. The key figures are leaders of local Chinese business associations, all linked to the CCP's United Front Work Department. These individuals act as the regime's covert agents, which explains why the Myawaddy compound have operated with impunity for so long. Another source familiar with the situation, Li Yong, revealed that Duan Zhenli is the top figure behind Myanmar's scam compounds. He collects protection fees and runs a security company in Yangon with an armed force under his command. Li Yong said, Duan Zhenli doesn't just control the KK compound, he oversees many others. If you want to open a compound in Myanmar, you must go through him. He will even provide a Myanmar military ID. And above him is Zheng Zhiyuan, the son of former Vice Premier Geng Biao. Chinese leader Xi Jinping once worked as Geng Biao's secretary. Geng Zhiyuan is seen as a key figure behind Myanmar's political turmoil and militia activity in recent years. Reports indicate that Geng Zhiyuan became president in the China-Myanmar Friendship Association in 2015 and was appointed by Xi Jinping to lead the CCP's outreach efforts in Myanmar. Gun's work focuses on three key areas. First, he manages relations with Myanmar's anti-government forces, providing political support crucial to the scam operations. Second, he collaborates with local criminal organizations that help protect and supply these operations. Third, he is tasked with bribing officials and influential figures across Myanmar's political and economic sectors. The Gun family has close ties with Xi Jinping's family. Geng Biao is believed to have been Xi Jinping's political mentor. After graduating from university, she served as Geng Biao's confidential secretary for 3 years while Geng was Secretary General of the Central Military Commission. In 2000, when former Vice Premier Geng Biao passed away, Xi Jinping, who was then the governor of Fujian province, helped Geng Zhiyuan, Geng Biao's son, collect the ashes and place them in the urn. Geng Biao's youngest daughter, Geng Yan, recalled, "This is something a son, especially the eldest son, would do." Geng Yan remains deeply grateful to Xi Jinping to this day. In 2002, when Xi's father, Xi Zhongxun, passed away, Geng Zhiyuan was by the Xi family's side throughout the whole funeral. Near the KK compound, there's another Belt and Road project called the Myanmar Asia Pacific International Smart Industry New City, or Asia Pacific New City. This project has also been linked to telecom scams and illegal gambling. It was founded by She Zhijiang, a Chinese state security agent. At the time, Chinese state media heavily promoted She as a project. Later, She fell out with the authorities and was lured to Thailand, where he was detained. She Zhijiang is 43 years old and from Hunan province. He started in the gambling business and was later recruited by China's Ministry of State Security. In September 2017, She signed a deal with General So Chit-tu, a warlord controlling Myawaddy. He was granted the rights to develop 120 square kilometers of land in the Suigo Valley. She announced a $15 billion plan to build an integrated economic zone known as Asia Pacific New City. He quickly transformed from a criminal underworld figure into a patriotic overseas Chinese, receiving high-level political recognition from Chinese officials. In December 2017, She returned to Haikou, where he was received by Hainan's Vice Governor He Xiqing. In April 2019, during a Belt and Road summit in Chengdu, Sichuan's Vice Governor Deng Xiaogang met with She in person. However, Chinese authorities became deeply involved in the project's development. Eventually, a power struggle over control erupted, and Beijing issued a cross-border arrest warrant for She. In July 2023, Radio Free Asia reported that She had received covert support from Chinese officials to build a vast cross-border gambling network along the Myanmar-Thailand border. As his power grew, She planned to create a 5,000-person armed security force with backings from local warlords. This move to break free from Beijing's control triggered retaliation from China's state security forces. After the fallout, Chinese officials were frustrated by the loss of billions of Belt and Road investments. The United Front Work Department and related organizations quickly distanced themselves from She and denied any involvement. The arrest of She Zhijiang was a carefully orchestrated operation. Insiders told Radio Free Asia that Duan Zheling, a senior Chinese intelligence officer, was behind the plan. On August 10, 2022, Duan arranged for a Thai official to invite She to a banquet. The official was not aware of the operation. When the banquet ended, Thai police arrested She. Insiders say She became the scapegoat for telecom scams in Myawaddy. Chinese state media pinned the blame on him, but the 6 key figures behind the KK compound, where the worst scams happened, are reportedly living safely in Bangkok. Before his arrest, the China Federation of Overseas Chinese Entrepreneurs had promoted Asia Pacific New City as a major Belt and Road project. After She was detained, the group denied any connection. While in a Thai prison, She sent out a 1-minute 48-second video through intermediaries. In the video, he revealed his former role in the CCP, including Vice President of China Federation of Overseas Chinese Entrepreneurs and a former agent for the Ministry of State Security. He stated that he would never take his own life. She said he was framed and politically prosecuted by the CCP because he knew too much. He claimed to have accessed sensitive information about Belt and Road operations and the CCP's influence in the Philippines. He feared being extradited to China and eliminated. He said he regretted ever working for the Chinese state secretariat apparatus. According to analysts, the CCP's push for the Belt and Road Initiative is primarily about expanding its economic influence. Asia-Pacific New City is a key part of the strategy because it connects Myanmar to Thailand and regions like Chiang Mai. Losing control of this project will break a crucial link in the Belt and Road network, making She a target for elimination. The United Nations has reported that criminal groups have lured and trafficked hundreds of thousands of people into scam compounds in Myanmar. These victims are forced to commit online fraud, targeting Southeast Asia and generating billions of dollars in legal profits. The case of Wang Xing has sparked growing attention in China. A grassroots initiative called the Star Homecoming Project has collected information showing that nearly 1,800 Chinese citizens were lured to Myanmar. The victims include college students, models, and social media personalities. Organizers said that they have handed the information to the Chinese government, urging officials to take immediate action. To address public concern, Chinese authorities periodically launch what they call crackdowns on scam compounds in Myanmar. These operations are then widely publicized in China. However, reports from inside the compound suggest these crackdowns are often just short-term campaigns with varying levels of enforcement. In many cases, the compounds themselves are ordered to hand over a few individuals as a show of compliance. To meet these demands, companies often select underperforming workers or buy people from black markets and turn them over to the authorities. On January 29th, Voice of America reported that Chinese officials initially tried to present themselves as rescuers of citizens kidnapped overseas. However, Wang Xing accidentally revealed that dozens of other Chinese nationals were trapped in the same compound, with potentially more victims in nearby buildings. This disclosure exposed the larger scale of the problem and raised public doubts about the government's role in these long-standing scams. The Myawaddy scam compound are closely tied to China's telecom supply chain. In 2023, Kunming Customs seized more than 11,500 undeclared SIM cards, which were used in fraudulent activities. Chinese media also reported that one province supplied millions of unregistered SIM cards to Myanmar, facilitating scam operations. This situation has raised concerns among Chinese internet users. One person wrote, "Why do banks flag small transfers to family or clients as suspicious while large sums linked to scams go through without issues? How can small transactions be tracked so easily while millions remain untraceable? And why, when communications are monitored, can't scam calls be detected and stopped?" On January 11th, She Zhijiang, former editor-in-chief of the Global Times, published an article raising concerns about telecom scam groups. He questioned how these groups obtain phone numbers, which are essential tools for their crimes, when China's 3 major telecom providers enforce real name registration. He said the public is confused about how these SIM cards reach foreign markets and pass registration checks to connect to domestic networks. He called on companies like China Mobile to provide a public explanation. Some survivors who escaped scam compounds in Myanmar have shared critical information with the media. One of them is Xu Bochun, a lesser-known Chinese actor. His experience is similar to what of Wang Xing. Xu said he was contacted about a promising role that offered a monthly salary of 10,000 yuan, along with free meals, accommodation, and travel expenses. Believing the offer, he traveled from Shanghai to Laokai in northern Myanmar. While being held in the compound, Xu managed to send a secret message to a friend. The message read, "Hong Lian Hotel, 7th floor, Laokai, help me." His family immediately reported the situation to police in China. Eventually, with the help of local traffickers and a Chinese business association in Myanmar, they secured his release. The rescue operation cost them about 1 million yuan. Xu Bochun shared that scam groups in Myanmar use high-paying job ads to find victims across Southeast Asia. These ads target people from various industries, ranging from basic restaurant work to high-level financial jobs. No matter how appealing the offers sound, the goal is to lure victims to Myanmar. A 27-year-old Taiwanese fire performer, She Zhijiang, was tricked into traveling to a scam compound in Myanmar. He was recently rescued and brought back to Taiwan. According to Taiwanese media, Xie returned safely on January 14th. His father and the other family members met him at the airport. While speaking with reporters, Xie showed the scars on his wrist and described his experience. On the first day, they handcuffed me. I was cuffed for 5 days without being allowed to sleep. He continued, with a shaking voice. They beat me with their fists and sticks. They hit my stomach, chest, face, and head. Shea explained that once victims arrive in Myanmar, they lose all control over their lives. The gangs force them to work as phone scammers. Those who fail to meet quotas face punishment, including electric shocks and confinement in water cells. Women with attractive appearances are sometimes forced into prostitution. Victims who resist are deemed worthless and reportedly sent to offshore medical vessels near Myanmar, where their organs are removed. Political analyst Huang Yu wrote in a January 17th commentary that the situation has triggered broader doubts among Chinese citizens. People are now questioning whether parts of the government support these scams compound, whether the Belt and Road Initiative is linked to such operations, and whether China's development model relies on exploiting human labor in such environments.